Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John McCarthy and I'm going to give you a few tips in this lesson about how to swing the club. That's one of the most important parts of this game, so let's get into it. All right, to pass this lesson, you got to get that ball on the target marker out there in the range. To start your backswing, pull back on the swing stick and aim for that sweet spot at the bottom of the swing path target window. Then, when the circular power meter reaches the white circle, or 100% power, great work, that's what we want to see. And look at you, that's what we want. Well done. Being able to chip well around the green can be a real scorecard saver. It's very important to choose a good landing spot for your chip so that you give it enough distance to roll into your intended target. Now let's see if we can dial in the right distance and get this chip into that target area. Well done, that's what I'm looking for. Now let's talk about one of the most important skills you can have on the golf course, and that is how to read the greens. You can see those beads moving on the green from left to right. This tells us that the green breaks to the right, and that means we will need to aim a little bit to the left so that we can use the break to carry the ball into the hole. Now, aim to the left and see if you can sink this putt. Also, worth noting, you can press the putt preview button to get a preview of how your current alignment will affect the ball. All right, that wasn't too bad, was it? Glad you got through those lessons. And now we are going to take you over to create your first My Player. There's a whole lot more to explore in here. Can't wait to see what you create in PGA Tour 2K25. And I hope / know I will see you out there on the course real soon. Hello there. It is me, John McCarthy, here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get into this. First up on the menu today is a lovely par 4. Let's get on our horse here, rip it into the fairway, and we'll take it from there. Good little shot there. This looks like about 120 yards to the pin. And just put this one in its home. It's a long way from home, but I have faith. Oh! And now this putt from 6 feet. Oh, that would have been good to have that one drop. And off to a bit of a slow start after that first hole. We're over par, but don't worry. I have faith. Now we got a par 3 on this second hole. Let's knock it close. Okay, careful on this one. We're in the green side rough. Ooh, nice little chip on that one. If you drop this, it could save par. Okay, sitting at 1 over par. Teeing up on hole number 3. Well, I hope you can hold on to the fairway. Okay, avoiding the danger, and you're safe in the fairway. And this shot is clocking in around 105 yards from the pin. Yep, that's out of the top shelf. Good work. Ooh, setting up for birdie here. 5 feet to the cup from here. And you're sitting at 1 over for the round. Okay, stepping onto this tee of the 4th hole, and we have a par 4. I think she's coming in for a landing on the fairway. This shot is clocking in at 195 yards away. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. All right, good luck here. You've got 22 feet to go. Oh, this one's looking okay. Oh, no. I hoped that would go another way. And we're moving along. Let's check in on the scorecard. And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment. Teeing off here on a short par 4. I think you got this, even though you're in the mulch. I think you got this. Well, better luck next time. And the only thing left to do is sink this putt and get your par. Well, need a little more pace on that one. There we go. All right, you're sitting at 2 over. All right, see what you can do here. 6th hole, par 3. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. This putt's about 14 feet out. Oh! Here we go. Par putt. Let's do it. I could have used a little bit more power, I think. Okay, 3 over par for you. And the 7th hole is upon us. And this one's about 160 yards from the pin. Nice stroke. We're on the green. Good luck on this one. We've got 16 feet. And drop this one in for your par. All right, tap this one on in. We'll head to the next. And we're ending this hole with a bit of a tap. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. Okay, 8th hole. We got a par 4 ahead of us. Okay, and from the sand, I think you might be coming up short out of the sand here. This shot's just about 95 yards to the pin. Coming in hot. Let's change our frame of mind. You're coming off a 3 bogey streak. Let's end that streak here. Safe approach. Nice. And here we have a 16-foot putt. Oh, right by. All right, let's drop this for double. All right, let's head to the next. And you're sitting right at 6 over at the moment. And now we have a par 5 ahead on this 9th hole. Oh yeah, I'll approve that. Well, you got to hold on to the fairway here. All right, that's good stuff. We'll hang on to the fairway. This is what our 3rd shot's looking like. That was good. And this one's about 10 feet out. Oh, it's always tough leaving them short. And that'll do it for this hole. Let's check the scorecard. Teeing it up now on the 10th. Yeah, that'll play. And from here, we're looking at about 195 yards or so to the pin. Can we get a kick left? Okay, this can take you down to 5 over par. Here's a 7-foot putt. Okay, nice little par 3 here on the 11th. That's a great use of the downslope here before the green. Let's see what happens. That was good stuff. And this one's 7 feet away. Oh, that could have been a birdie. Here we go. Tapper on in, and we'll head on to the next hole. And currently sitting at 6 over. Okay, on the tee of the 12th hole, it's a par 4. Setting up here in the rough, and it's a deep lie. No two ways about it. You'll be all right there. Okay, this one's 20 feet. I'll take that from that type of distance. And here we go. Par putt coming up. Okay, let's see what we can do on the next hole. Here comes the 13th hole. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It happens. This putt is daunting, to say the least. Hopefully we can this. All right, let's go. This one for the par. This one starts off pretty straight, I think, and then heads to the right. Oof. Okay, bogey putt coming up. Okay, safely home with that putt. And you're currently sitting at 7 over. And now for the par 5, 14th hole. Nice. And that's another green in regulation. 7-foot putt coming up. Oh, that's going to wind up short. All right, with the tap in. And you're currently 7 over. And now the 15th hole. We got a par 4 for this one. All right, this shot's around 165 yards from the pin. Hitting into this green with a bit of a down slope, and don't want this one to get away from you. Best of luck on this one. You've got a lot of real estate to cover here. Okay, this one's 19 feet. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. And 7 feet to the cup. Now, just not enough mustard on that one. Okay, let's see what the scorecard's saying after that hole. And you're currently sitting at 9 over par and getting ready to tee off here on the 16th hole. Should be a good result off the tee here. Okay, setting up here about 140 to the pin. That's safe. Lining up for the 13-foot putt. All right, par putt. Oh, not enough muscle into that one. All right, a little tap putt here. All right, nice tap. Okay, sitting at 10 over for the day. And up next is the par 3, 17th. Okay, on the green safely. And this one is from 23 feet. Well, this one's looking good so far. Oh, and it doesn't go down. No! All right, let's tap her on in and continue on our way. Okay, 10 over for your round. And now we're looking down the fairway of a short par 5. Time for our second shot here on number 18. Okay, this is putting to the extreme. This is so far away from the cup, it's crazy. Good luck. Not a bad result from that distance. This one's 7 feet away. Well, that was, yeah, that was tough. Just wound up short. Okay, plus 10 is the score at the end of your round. All right, that's just about it for me. Hopefully we'll see you back here real soon. See you next time. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to see what goes down out there today. And it's right in front of us. We have a par 4 first hole. Let's go. Unlucky. Second shot here on the first. Well, that'll do for now. Here's a putt for 19 feet. Well, this one's on a line. Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop. This one's for par. Okay, even par at the moment. All right, second hole is a par 4. I think you know what to do. Well, that's unlucky. You didn't deserve that. Yeah, I think you might be coming up a bit short from the rough here. And from the greenside sand, let's have a nice out here. Oh my goodness, you almost hold it. All right, let's go. This to save par. Okay, let's see what the next hole has for us. And you're at even par currently. Teeing it up on the third. Way to chip that one close. Well done. This one's a 3-foot putt. Okay, we're moving. We're moving to the next. All right, have a good drive here. Par 5 for the fourth. Whoops. That's not what you want. We're in the deep stuff here. And the green tends to slope away from us where we want to land it, so be careful of the approach. This one's for par. This one's starting out to the right. Let's see if it'll turn. All right, 3 feet to the cup. Oh man, I think it was just a lack of concentration. All right, give this one a little tap. All right, 2 over par at the moment. Okay, fifth hole, par 4. Unlucky. Well, it looks like you're a bit off on that approach. Oh, the chip almost went. Okay, save par right now with this putt. Let's go. Ooh, never like leaving those short. Okay, tap this one in and let's move on. All right, now let's take out this scorecard, see what that looks like. And right now you are sitting at 3 over par. Okay, second shot on the 6th. That's not what you want. Here's your 4th shot. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. Oh, oh man. All right, let's tap this in and move to the next. And 6 over par on the round. And teeing up now on the 7th. Okay, coming out of the rough here. Okay, for the save. Well, didn't quite get there, did it? Just a tap in on this one. And that's 7 over par currently. Okay, here we go. 8th hole is a par 4. Yeah, that's unlucky. I don't think you're going to make it here out of the rough. Setting up here, green side rough. Oh, hang on. Almost that almost went down. And this one's for your par. I think this putt's just breaking slightly to the right. Now that one could have used a bit more pace. Oh, well, that's too bad. Second bogey in a row, unfortunately. All right, you're at 8 over currently. I think you're going to wind up in the fairway off the tee here. Here's our second shot on the 9th. All right, on the green and under regulation, you got a putt for eagle, and that's fantastic. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. Here's a 6-foot putt. Always a good stroke. Almost had the birdie. All right, let's give this one a tap in and move to the next. Good putt. We're in there with a 3-putt par. And that's 8 over par at the moment. And the 10th is a par 4. Well, I hope this one holds on to the fairway. Okay, this one just made it into the first cut of rough. This one's looking pretty good. Yeah, nice work. That's a good little approach shot. And here's what you're dealing with for a birdie. Well, that putt will end up short. All right, you've got this left for par. Currently sitting at 8 over. Here we go. Time to kick it off on the 11th hole. Okay, we're in the rough. It's better than I thought, though. It's not too bad. Well, you had that one dialed in, didn't you? All right, here's a 5-foot putt. Ooh, almost drained that one for the birdie. All right, that one's down. Now let's take a look at the scorecard. And we're on the 12th hole. We got a par 4. You do from the green side rough. Whoa, you almost got that. Here's a 17-foot putt. Oh, well, yeah, didn't quite make it there. And that'll do. And your score is 8 over par currently. And the 13th hole is a par 5. Ah, into the water. Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way. All right, I like being back on the fairway. This one's about 110 yards from the pin. Looks like this one's heading for the green. Well, that'll play. Pin high for us. This is potentially the safe par. Oh, no. All right, all we need is a little tap here. Let's do it. Well, that one wasn't exactly hard. And sitting at 9 over for the day. And not a long par 4 on this one.